Hello, hello. Perfidious Pete here, back again to wage battle with Leviathan in XCOM, The Long War. And no, I'm not about to start talking about Thomas Hobbes, so don't go running for the hills just yet. I know I can be a pedantic douche sometimes, but shit, even I have limits, and Thomas Hobbes is where I draw the line. When it comes to Hobbes, the only Hobbes I want to hear about is the one that hangs out with that kid Calvin, because that Hobbes, despite being a stuffed tiger, is a goddamn saint. Sure, he's just a figment of Calvin's imagination, but he's also Calvin's conscience, and probably the only thing that delayed Calvin from going on a kill rampage and murdering his parents and neighbors. And I say delayed because we all know that once Calvin grew up and sort of stopped believing and imagining Hobbes, his undiagnosed schizophrenia kicked in, finally got the better of him, and he did go on a killing spree. I mean, that was always Calvin's destiny. That kid was born to be a spree killer. But thanks to old Hobbes, Calvin got to have a few good years where his parents could at least pretend he was a normal little boy, before the cops found Susie Durkin's body, and then his mom and dad were doomed to spend the rest of their lives hiding in shame and fear. So, yeah. Thank Hobbes. Hobbes is the one that gave us those few brief shining moments where we at least pretended that Calvin was normal. But I've gotten off on a weird tangent here. I mean, I was shooting to make a joke about Mechtoid Leviathans and how I'm sick of them because we keep seeing them on mission after mission, but then got into the whole Bill Watterson things and shit just got weird. So, you know what? I'm just going to head up to mission control here and start scanning and try and bail on the whole conversation. I still stand by the Calvin thing, though. I mean, say what you want. Calvin grew up to be a serial killer. That happened. You go back and reread those strips and look at his behavior, and then tell me I'm wrong. Yeah. So we got improved combat exoskeletons. Fantastic. All that did not get me walker servos. That better have gotten me walker. Alright then. So is heavy combat exoskeletons what I need for walker servos? Because, yeah. Not gonna lie and say that I'm not a little salty about that. Also, I don't have enough Illyrium to do any of this research. At this point, though, it's mobile combat systems. That's what I need. Mobile combat systems takes 100 Illyrium. Well, we won't be doing that for the foreseeable future, so I guess we'll just do this sectopod autopsy for the next 3 days.
This heavily armored unit is fully mechanized, though we're still not sure if it has an organic component within.
Fully mechanical, yet with an organic component? I think Dr. Valen may have come up with a new recipe for a dildo. Oh, sorry, sex toy, personal pleasure device, call it whatever you want. A dildo is a dildo, and I'm guaranteeing you that Dr. Valen finds a way to make a sectopod into one. She will do it. If anyone can do it, it's gonna be Dr. Valen. A large UFO nape of the Earth. Alright then. Do we want to try and engage this? It's largely pointless. Let's just go send Ivanov up and have him wave at it. Go get him, Ivanov. I mean, this thing's probably just gonna land, so... We're gonna get to do a landed large UFO. That'll be real fun. Yeah, you can go ahead and abort there. Actually, didn't even need you to stay in the air that long. It's just I was pissed off about the fact that there's gonna be a landed large trying to harvest, and I forgot to have you abort. So go ahead and land, you piece of garbage. Or just fly the fuck away and disappear. That's like the second large UFO in a row that has done literally nothing. It's just appeared and then disappeared. And Mary Mallon, by the way, yeah, disappointing. Do I want to put Margaret Thatcher in the tube, or would I rather have... Nah, we'd be better off to put Mallon back in. Margaret Thatcher has a really low willpower. She's unlikely to succeed on a first attempt. And we probably can't afford to have her tying up a tube slot for 450 years, so... Let's just put Mary Mallon back in, and that's like the second large UFO that... Now it's back suddenly as an abductor. Okay, sure. Now this is interesting. Probably not worth it, though. Let's just send Rattler Kurosawa up, we'll wave at it, then it'll land, and we'll go do our whole abduction thing. This is definitely a different UFO. We have eyes on the bandit. The previous UFO was not an abduction. Disengaging. Alright, come and land. There you go. Come on. No, it's okay, boy. Come on. Come on. Come on down. Don't be afraid. It's all right. Come on, there you go. That's a good boy. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Yeah.
Commander, we've picked up multiple requests.
Yeah, I'm not
for
really
assistance.
too worried about
Abductions
the
in
aliens
progress are
trying
marked
to
on the
abduct people
hologlobe.
in Nigeria. It seems like maybe they could possibly have not picked a worse target. They're literally trying to steal people from my backyard, and I'm simply not going to let that happen. Although if you're in my backyard, fucking get out of my yard, or I will let the aliens kill you. I just raked the leaves back there. I don't need you guys back there fucking shit up, raising my insurance rates because I got to cover liability while you try to sneak back and jump on my trampoline. I'm on to you, kids. So we're going to take a sniper, Peter the General Van Dorn. Going to be leading this mission. Let's get old VD here. VD Van Dorn, as I like to call him, kitted out. I call him VD Van Dorn because, you know, he has gonorrhea, but it's also his nickname. Illuminator gun sight? Probably not necessary in all reality. Let's just go with the standard garden variety scope, alloy bipod, and high capacity mags, and that's got old VD Van Dorn locked, loaded, and ready to kill. We could put the Iron Lady on this mission, but you know what? I think we may go with Jane Sporty Austin for the Psychic EXP. Alternatively, Marie the Baker Antoinette. You know what? Yeah, I'm going for the Baker. A little higher level here. We're going to get a chance to get the Baker capped out. And I think to just make sure that happens, we're going to give her a neuro regulator, a neural gun link, and then probably armor piercing ammo. Yeah, it'll do. There we go. So that's got the Baker ready to stir up a delicious batch of death croissants. She makes them with like a special little chocolate powder in the batter so they come out black. And then she twists them into the shape of like a clutching hand, trying furiously to hold on to life for just one more moment. They're delicious though. I mean, they're horrific to look at and definitely a memento mori, but fuck the taste. It's out of this world. Team Assault then, or we need a scout. Atlas King, that's you. Let's go ahead and grab old Atlas. We're going to give him a little bit of Titan armor. Gauss rifle or plasma carbine. I'm thinking Gauss rifle for Atlas King. Let's get Atlas King. You know, a cognitive enhancer would go well for Atlas King, but he really kind of has more pressing duties. We got to get him a chameleon suit, a mind shield, and then probably a shadow device. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that battle scanner. We're not going to need it for 1, 2. We haven't been using as many battle scanners as we would have, so since, and also, if push comes to shove and the shit hits the fan, I'd way rather have a shadow device than an extra battle scanner. I mean, an extra battle scanner might keep you out of the shit, but a shadow device will definitively keep your dumb ass alive when you've already done fucked up. Aegis armor then for Jesus H. Christ. We're going to give old Jesus here probably just a Gauss rifle as well. And nothing fancy for Jesus. Motion tracker med kit. He's going to be toting our other shadow device. That's got the Son of God sorted and ready to roll. So we've got the sniper, a gunner, a scout, a medic. Alright. So we need 2 assaults, really. And then probably maybe an engineer and then like a commander's choice sort of option. Alright, so let's grab a couple assaults here. Oishi Yoshio. I mean, theoretically, that could be the mission that puts Yoshio over the top and finally gets him Sprinter. It could also be the mission that puts everyone else in the ground because he's a worthless piece of garbage. So you know what? You can stay right where you are, Yoshi. Yoshio. Yoishi. Yoshio. I can never get his name right the first time. We're going to take old Catherine the Great instead. So let's grab Katie here, and we're going to kit her out with a little bit of shredder ammo, a little bit of breaching ammo, and probably an arc thrower because I can't... she's already severely hampered. It's going to be really slow if I give her an arc thrower. Yeah, I'm going to do it anyway. So Catherine the Great is sorted, and to help complement Catherine's kind of shittiness, let's take one really talented assault trooper, like the old master here. We're going to take Leonardo da Vinci. Da Vinci. He is a Da Vinci. And it's the same kit there for Leo. Shredder ammo, breaching ammo, a little bit of good old-fashioned arc thrower here. For the Leonine one himself, that's going to leave him with a 14 speed, which in all likelihood is probably good enough. Urban block, several buildings, and a large combat zone. Could be the laundromat. Probably not going to be the Fountain Plaza. That's good, because, you know, I'm not at all sick of that dump. I do want an engineer. Really? Man, I'm really scraping the bottom of the barrel for engineers. Let's grab Louis Anthrax Pasteur. Old Lou's good enough. I mean, he's not fantastic, but he's good enough. Little Aegis armor, plasma carbine, and I think just a slew of grenades is probably good enough. Let's go with 2 explodies and 1 chem. That's got Lou sorted. And we do have sort of a commander's choice thing working for this last slot. Let's go see what we want to take. I'm leaning towards an infantry, specifically Jack Superhero Kirby or Steve Lawsuit Jobs. Let's take the Lawsuit on this one. He'll be fine. Steve Jobs, I mean, he never met a victory he couldn't find, whether he fucking litigated his way to victory or just legitimately achieved victory or bought a victory with his billions and billions of dollars. I mean, he didn't conquer death. That was one victory he couldn't win, but that's a fight everybody loses, so you can't really fault Steve Jobs for that one. I mean, that's always a losing fight. Off we go then.
Dropship has arrived.
Our base is in Nigeria, and yet I can't help but notice that it's like 600 miles from Nigeria.
Listen up.
Once again, I think Bradford may have failed geography forever. Operation Soaring Dream. Ah, wow, Bradford I see is still rolling high off of our recent successful base defense and our successful defense of Bradford's supply of gin. He's like, I have all the gin I can drink. It's my soaring dream. Now I'm gonna go drink until I pass out unconscious, and I won't dream there because I like to get blackout fucking drunk. Bradford doesn't like to dream, which is good because he rarely dreams since most of the time he's blackout fucking drunk. Where did we come in at?
Strike 1 has the green light.
Alright, well this is not the worst starting spot we've ever spawned in. It's not a good starting spot, but it definitely can be worse on this map, and oftentimes is. Where's my motion tracker? See if we've got any aliens around here. Hey, Jesus, what do you see? Jesus says there's some aliens over here. Alright, well, let's set up to try and deal with them. How best to do that? The best way to do that is to not activate them this turn. So let's put Marie, the Baker, Antoinette in a firing position. And everybody else is just going to scramble for whatever sort of meager cover they can find. And it is going to be meager because there ain't a lot of it. BD Van Dorn, I'm going to put you back on this corner van. Da Vinci, you could be going forward, Da Vinci, but I'd prefer you didn't. Jobs, you're going to be there. Jesus, I think we'll just bring you over here. Put you on Overwatch. Jesus does have Psi Panic, so that does bears mentioning, and also thanks, Catherine the Great, for not completely, totally fucking boning us on that one. Because, you know, you totally boned us on that one. Well, you may as well go into Overwatch now. Atlas King's going to head forward. He's going to drop into Overwatch as well. Get a little distortion field on Catherine the Great, who's going to need it now. And we'll take Da Vinci up here to full cover. Drop him into Overwatch as well. And Van Dorn steadies that big old gun of his. And I'm not talking about his sniper rifle. I'm talking about his dick. It's big. I mean, there's a reason all the ladies love Van Dorn. It's also the reason he's constantly infected with one or another variety of sexually transmitted illness. Infection, STI, STD, whatever you want to call it. He's got a lot of crotch rot. That's what I'm getting at. He's got it pretty much 24/7. The guy is 100% infested. Steve Jobs with a can't miss Overwatch shot? Good God, Steve Jobs finally has maybe come into his own. A thin man comes running and Steve Jobs sends him packing. He comes running for the rich taste of Steve Jobs. Everyone is shooting at you. Literally one guy shot at you and he didn't even get that close. Alright, Lou, you gotta make this one count. Lou did not make it count. We really need to hope this is a double move or we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Alright, nicely done, Lou. Way to get criticaled right in the fucking face. That's fantastic work, sir. On the plus side, none of the enemies are on Overwatch, and Louis Pasteur only took 1 point of actual damage, so as long as Lou doesn't get cracked wide open yet again, he'll be okay. We do have a field surgeon on the field, so it won't be an actual wound unless he takes more damage. Can't help but notice that car didn't explode there, Lou. Gotta admit, was kind of counting on that car exploding, buddy. Yeah. Lou's gonna be, disappointment's gonna disappoint. So VD Van Dorn puts another kill on the table. 65%, that's the best you got. Well, it's your only shot, and this is a double tap, so we may as well take it. Also, don't shoot the gas pumps, please. If you might, maybe don't shoot at the gas pumps. Seems like a pretty... Marie, the Baker Antoinette, cannot see anyone. Now, I would really like someone to explain to me specifically how that shit works, but sure, why not? Psi Panic, pretty good chance. Let's just go ahead and panic this cat then. We're not going to get a shot. This will get Marie Antoinette the most possible Psychic EXP of any action we could take with her. So it's not an unreasonable place to start. That car is going to explode. Atlas King, we're going to have you just go ahead and holo target that guy. Or you can straight up kill him. I mean, that's good too. Man, Atlas King, you sexy son of a bitch. Every time I think I can't love you anymore, then you just go and do something like that that makes me love you even all the more. He's the sexiest man in XCOM. He really is. Monstrously huge critical from Leonardo da Vinci, who's just going to take a follow-up there to reload. Let's get the lawsuit over here. We'll have him reload as well. Or rather, we'll have... you know what? I'm going to Overwatch. Jesus, pal, this may sound strange, but I'm actually going to have you go patch up Louis Pasteur. I don't normally throw heals around, really, on,
Easy now, soldier.
Lower level missions, but I mean, I've got the med kit, I might as well use it. I didn't bring it. I mean, I didn't bring it to just stare at it. I brought it to use. May as well use it. Overwatch for Catherine the Great. That car is going to blow up, and there are still plenty more aliens where those came from, so we do need to be at least a little careful. Sounds like there's a Mechtoid somewhere. I'm just going to go ahead and assume it's a Mechtoid Leviathan, because it's always a Mechtoid Leviathan. So, yeah. On the plus side, we do have Louis Pasteur with a nice chemical grenade. So if it is a Mechtoid Leviathan, theoretically, we could deal with it. VD Van Doren's going to grapple up to the top of this sign. And we're going to have old VD do a little end-around dash over here.
On the move.
My goal is to actively not try and pop any pods this turn. We're going to take a very conservative turn, wherein most people simply reload, is what we're looking for. Jesus could use some ammo. Now that this car has exploded, it's a much safer form of cover. So we'll have Jesus hop over there. Crack the reload. The great one. Nothing fancy. Little adjustment. Atlas King also could use a bit of a reload. So let's have Atlas go stand behind his gas pump, because that's a safe thing to do. Then we'll have him reload. Da Vinci. I mean, this should be safe. Or completely bonus. I mean, that guy really has a whole bunch of health. Da Vinci does have lightning reflexes, it is worth noting. So Marie the Baker Antoinette absolutely has to shift her position. She has a squad sight shot. Da Vinci, yeah. I don't care if that guy shoots at you with Overwatch or not. I just don't want anybody to be able to see him. I want to try and make him move if possible. You gotta be shitting me. There's a sectopod over there too? Yeah, okay. I needed like 9,000 health worth of enemies this turn. I was just thinking, you know, the AI doesn't really have enough resources at its disposal. It could really use a few more guys. That guy has... How much? 1, 20, 30... Okay, yeah, he's between... so all of our foes on the field have a grand total of like 50 total health. That's friggin' brilliant. The only thing that can see Van Dorn are drones.
Position confirmed.
I'd prefer that not be the case. Although, we really haven't improved his situation a whole hell of a lot. Steve Jobs, I mean, you can shoot at that guy, but I'm not even sure it's really worth the effort. Everybody over here has to move. All of them have to move. Except for possibly Marie the Antoinette. Alright, Marie Antoinette, we'll come back to you. We may need a shadow device here. And by may need a shadow device, I mean we're probably going to have to absolutely shadow device. In fact, let's just assume we're going to shadow device and set up accordingly. Yeah, it's our only move. Alright. So first things first then, Atlas King, where are you at? I need you to pull the Overwatch Atlas, so let's have you come over here.
Heading out.
Draw the Leviathan Mechtoid's Overwatch, because it's always a Mechtoid goddamn Leviathan. I beg your pardon? Even when the enemy misses, they still get to do damage to us, huh? Yeah, that's fucking fair. Oh, it's totally fair. 100% reasonable. 30% chance to panic him. Well, I need to take that shot then. I'm already real salty. 6 damage from an exploding gas pump that we were running away from and weren't actually anywhere near, I'd like to point out. Of course he has reactive sensors, because they all have reactive sensors. And yet again, despite the fact that his shot missed, he still managed to do damage. I'm getting real pissed off here. It's fantastic because every source of cover on this entire map, they all explode. So as long as this guy gets to destroy everything he shoots at, even when he misses, we're gonna be fucked because we just simply don't have an option other than to be fucked. It is being fucked is the only thing that happens in this scenario. You're always fucked. Also, Pasteur, you have terrible hit percent chance with that grenade. It's like you don't even have Grenadier. Congratulations on doing 4 damage, though. I'm proud of you. Steve Jobs, you're gonna have to move and shoot because everybody has to be over here by this car so the shadow device can cover everyone. This guy is taking no fucking damage at all whatsoever. Just none. No damage. Jesus, we're gonna have to get you in the pile. So let's get... Come on, don't make me misclick as well, map. I've had enough shit already on this map. Things are already going real fucking abysmally terrible. I don't need any fucking horseshit shenanigans from you, XCOM. I've had about an ass full of you today already. I'm just gonna admit it. That should trigger hit and run. Yeah, we're just gonna reload with our hit and run action. And then Atlas King drops the shadow device, and this piece of shit turn just goes away. I'm very salty about the way this one's worked out. I think I hate Mechtoid Leviathans more than I hate any other unit in the game. I'm pretty sure I hate them more than I hate any other unit in the game, because they are absolutely, totally trash, water, garbage, filth, ridiculous. They're absurd. They really are. Like, absurdity on a level that Samuel Beckett would have a problem with. He'd be like, that's just stupid. Samuel Beckett would be like, you know, there's absurd, and then there's this, and this is just ignorant. Where's the sectopod? Alright, come on, Mechtoid Leviathan, come do your thing. Which is to... Sure. Yep. That's, yeah. Okay. The other reason I love Mechtoids is because they're always gaming line-of-sight fucking chimp bullshittery. Doesn't make me salty at all when they do ridiculous, stupid shit like that. No, not even a little. Doesn't, you know, doesn't absolutely, completely fucking infuriate me. Well, Lou, as much as I'd love to have you throw a corrosive grenade here, we're not going to be able to do it because Johnny Mechtoid has decided to go into invisibility mode. So instead, we're going to have to blow up this wall so people can fucking shoot at him. So this will be fun. Now, there he is. No surprise. VD Van Doren, please tell me you can see him. Nope. Well, it looks like Van Doren's going to be slowly picking off this cadre of drones from behind. It's a fantastic use of Van Doren's skill, by the way. I'm really enthused about the fact that I'm up here double tapping drones, while the rest of our team is getting savagely cornholed by this Mechtoid. We also have a bit of a problem in that the savage cornholing we're getting from this Mechtoid is not doing anybody any favors. Alright, Atlas King, take this 84% shot, and I'm sure the Mechtoid will shoot back at us with his reactive sensors. It'll miss, but still somehow blow up the car and kill everyone. What a surprise.
Got a lot of heat on me.
You're fine, Atlas King. And now we just have to do like 30 trillion damage with what's left of our turn. So here's double 87s from Marie the Baker Antoinette. 12 damage is a good strong start. 10 damage is pretty good follow-up, so Mechtoid Leviathan is taking a bit of a beating. Keep pouring it on him, gentlemen. We can't afford to let up because he's not going to take any additional damage for the... Does this fucking guy have hardened? I fucking hate hardened so much. Yeah, the sectoid is what I'm curious about. Executioner, rapid, he has hardened. Rapid reaction, advanced fire control, combined arms, repair servos, platform stabilities, absorption field, shock, resorbent armor. He actually doesn't have the ability that I'm thinking of, which is he only takes like 1 point of damage after the first shot. He is immune to criticals, which is bullshit. I'm still salty. I mean, don't think I'm not salty. I really hate Mechtoid Leviathans a whole shitload. I despise them. They are the stupidest unit that the Long War has put in the game. And let's face it, there are a lot of stupid units that have been added to the game by the Long War. They put in a lot of, like, questionable shit. So, the Great One is unlikely to be able to contribute a fucking thing. Da Vinci, like... This is all I've got left? You gotta be shitting me. This is my whole team. Okay, well, we may not have enough gun. So, that's troubling. Okay. We've got to kill this Leviathan. We can't not kill it. Do you have hit and run? You do, and this should trigger it. Whatever damage this says it's gonna do like 2. So... We were long prepared for that to not do anywhere near the advertised amount of damage. Everybody knew it was not gonna do as much as the plate said it's gonna do. We did get the Leviathan piece of crap out of the picture, though, so that got us something. We could probably kill both of these sectoids as well, too. 100% chance to hit. Oh, nobody's gonna kill that one. 34 is not good. Let's just go ahead and eliminate that guy. Jesus, what's your chance? It's bad. And Katarina does not have hit and run. Well, that's fantastic. Can you mind fray him? Nope. Well, I mean, you can try, but... Well, let's go for the desperation kill. Somebody's getting shot by a sectoid then, and there's not a whole hell of a lot we can do about it. On the plus side, that somebody is wearing Titan armor. Whether two people are getting... that guy missed. I was going to say 2 people are about to get shot by a sectoid, but one of them missed. So it looks like the sectopod is just going to sit back there and fire missiles at us. Did those missiles actually hit anything? Specifically, did those missiles hit... Yeah, they fucking ruined the VD Van Dorn. The sectoids with the double whiff. Okay, so Van Dorn has got to move. Because he's, like, completely fucked at the moment, right? Van Dorn, you're all but dead. So, yeah, you need to definitely run.
Location confirmed.
This mission, I'm telling you, it's making me supremely salty. Got a lot of really bullshit units running about here. A lot of bullshit coming off of this one. We have got to fall back. You know what? Just run and gun. We've got to find a place where we can engage this sectopod without everyone getting killed. Could come over here. Yeah, why don't you go shoot around the corner and see if you can kill that other sectoid. The sectoids have been missing us, which I suppose is fine, but... I'd much rather have VD Van Dorn not have just taken an absolutely critical wound from a sectopod firing off-screen from a billion feet away.
On it.
Things go well. See, this is what really kind of irritates me about the Long War.
Commander.
We completely destroy the aliens in a base defense, in what is arguably supposed to be one of the more difficult missions in the game. And that one, it's easy as pie. The aliens have a lot of units. That's what came in, and this is what reinforces my opinion on everything that's wrong with the Long War, too. The aliens came in with a lot of guys. That's what they had. That was their resource in the base defense mission. There were a lot of aliens on it. A lot. There were a lot of aliens on that map. A whole bunch. And it was difficult. It was challenging. But it was never overwhelming. Then you get this map where it's going to have probably not even half as many aliens. In fact, it'll probably be closer to like a third as many. And yet, it's more difficult simply because they've chosen to go with the Mary Sue bullshit method of enemy activity. And rather than throwing like 3 Mechtoids at us like they would in the based assault defense, they threw 1 Mechtoid Leviathan who is as hard or harder to kill than any other 3 Mechtoids. And that's kind of horseshit. At the end of this turn, everyone is going to have to move because that sectopod is never going to come after us. It's just going to sit back there and fire missiles at anyone whose position it knows. So we have to move. Especially we have to move with Van Dorn, or this thing is just going to walk forward and murder someone. I mean, that's the other way. Great. Well, Atlas King is one of our harder guys to hit, so, I mean, if it had to take a shot, that was definitely the best target for it to have shot at. Marie the Baker Antoinette can only see a drone. Fan-fucking-tastic. Well, Van Dorn, I'm assuming, can line of sight in this game is a cool thing. It's not at all a thing that's imminently pissing me off every chance it fucking gets. Da Vinci can't do shit. Our assault troopers are effectively eliminated. Marie the Baker Antoinette can't goddamn see anything, so we'll just have her double shoot at a drone. Fantastic use of her abilities. She did kill the drone, so there's that. Pasteur, I mean... What a build. Does this thing have react? We don't know because we haven't autopsied it yet. We're in the process of it, but haven't finished it. So 5 damage there, and way to set Atlas King's cover on fire, Lou. That's, quality work there, champ. Here comes the lightning reflexes. I have a feeling Atlas King's probably going to be okay here. The most dangerous thing to Atlas King this turn... Please tell me no one was taking cover behind that gas pump. I love that the enemies have managed to destroy every single piece of cover on the map, by the way, by exploding it with missed gunshots. They haven't hit anything. Almost all of the damage we've taken has come from, like, indirect fire weapons or exploding things exploding around us. Van Dorn, I mean, you could kill this drone, so might as well. Also, this is going to be Van Dorn's double tap shot. Oh, no, that was not double tap. Alright, well, Jobs, we're gonna have you move. You're gonna be on Overwatch. Jesus, throw a smoke grenade over here if you could, and try and cover Lawsuit and old Van Dorn. Although, if this Sectopod's gonna hit him with anything, it's probably gonna hit him with something that actually doesn't do damage. You can go ahead and be on Overwatch as well. Catherine the Great, just run up there and try and go irritate somebody. I mean, you're irritating the holy living shit out of me with your terrible foot speed. And I'm definitely regretting bringing you on the mission, but... See if you could irritate the enemy for a change. Be nice. Atlas King still proven remarkably difficult to hit, but I can't help but notice that this Sectopod has not moved. It's gonna shoot again. Yep. Alright, so it's gonna shoot at Louis Pasteur this time. Lose cover, keeping him safe. So we have to move, because this Sectopod's just gonna stand... It will never move from this tile. Because it's not visible to the enemy from, like, any squares at all. It'll just sit there forever. This is the kind of shit that really irritates me about the AI. $10 says it misses Atlas King with the lightning reflexes shot, but still blows up this van. Well, it blew up a van, not the one we were using for cover. But it did blow up a van. Or rather, it blew up a tow truck. So, you know, shit got exploded. That happened. I think I should win like $3 on my $10 bet there, because I was like a third correct. I shouldn't get nothing. I mean, I should be entitled to something. Catherine the Great's gonna go throw a little shotgun at this guy. It will shred him, which is not fantastically useful, but it is something. She only gets one shot because Catherine the Great is... Well, she's not yet. Every time I take cover behind something that has even the potential to explode, my butthole puckers just a tiny little bit. Any chance we could destroy this and maybe give everybody else on the team a chance to do some damage? By taking away whatever it is that's blocking line of sight to the entire universe? Yeah, no fucking chance. Oh, that's fantastic. Alright, Marie Antoinette. Okay, no, that's fine. Can't get to where she might actually be able to see the enemy, so we're just gonna have her come over here and reload. Van Dorn's gonna reload too, and you know what, Van Dorn? I may have you command. If I take Da Vinci up there, we could run Da Vinci to here, and then if we need to, we can command him. And we are not going to need to because the enemy can't see. So we'll just steady our weapon. Jobs will come over here. He'll be on Overwatch. My goal is to try and make the Sectopod move. I want him out of that square so that we can have people who can actually shoot at him. And then it's smoke grenade. Don't suppose I can get all three of you guys, can I? Any way to make that happen? Nope. Well, we'll err on the side of the two front guys then. And this mission, the salt levels. I'm approaching the Bonneville salt flats at this point. I'm that salty. Now this will explode a car if nothing else. guy... What did I tell you? All of the damage we have taken has been incidental damage. Every fucking chunk of it. The enemy hasn't hit anybody with an actual bullet. It's all been something I was standing near, got shot by someone who shouldn't have been able to blow it up and blew it up. Getting real pissed off here. Real pissed off. Yeah. This is, yeah. Yeah. Not a happy camper. Not happy. Well, we might as well go stand next to the one... I'm an idiot. This is what happens when I get... Yeah. This is what happens when I get salty. Louis Pasteur gets killed. Why did Louis Pasteur get killed? Because I'm salty about the fact that he shouldn't have been hurt in the first place, and also that 9 damage shouldn't even have been capable of killing him because he had more health than that. This game really makes me angry sometimes. Then I get salty, and then I do something like that, which is to just not think because I'm on tilt. Now I'm tilting, Louis Pasteur is dead. I'm more pissed off than ever. And this'll do like 40 damage when this guy blows up, too. And there you go. 3 extra damage. I have nothing good to say about this mission. Nothing. It's the epitome of everything that's wrong with the Long War. We had worse casualties in this than we did on a base defense mission because they threw a bunch of Mary Sue bullshit at us. Sectopods with sapper so that everything they do destroys cover even when it's... I'm supremely pissed off right now. Then again, Louis' kill to mission ratio was not fantastic. 17 kills on 20 missions. I mean, he's anything but as deadly as Anthrax. So how much of my equipment is ruined? I'm gonna guess a lot? Yeah, most of it. How the hell did the scope get broken? Louis the Pasteur wasn't even carrying a scope.
Remember, we...
Shut the fuck up, Optimus Prime. Your shit is the last thing I need right now. The absolute last thing I fucking want or need right now is a lot of shit out of you. So just shut your fucking hole. Shut your hole, Optimus Prime. Shut your hole. Alright, well, I've had my definitely exceeded. When I say had my, I mean I have absolutely 100% positively exceeded my daily recommended value of salt intake. So this is where I'm going to wrap things up. If you enjoyed watching me scream and shit, you might drop a like down in the comment section, of course. Your support for my vitriol does fuel it on a daily basis. And if you'd like to see more XCOM The Long War, including bullshit, ridiculous nonsense like this, you might consider subscribing as well. Post new episodes of XCOM every single day. It's nice when the aliens don't actually need to hit anyone to kill them. Must be lovely. Right now, however, I'm gonna go stew in my own juices for a little while. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.